Very good, very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Tattvamasi, tattvamasi, tattvamasi Rajan. Tattvamasi, tattvamasi, tattvamasi Rajan. I have no time to tell you about the story. These were the words which were addressed to Shankaracharya by the disciples to remind him that he was the supreme truth. Tattvamasi, tattvamasi, tattvamasi Rajan. Wonderful. Harihi, Harihi. Yam Shaiva Samupasate Shivaiti Brahmeti Vedandino Buddha Buddhaiti Pramana Kartedi Nayaiga Arham Nityatha Jaina Shasanarada Karmeti Mimamsaka Soyam Yo Vidadhatu Vanchita Phalam Trailokyanatho Harihi Soyam Yo Vidadhatu Vanchita Phalam Trailokyanatho Harihi Advaita Bodhabja Sahasra Rishmihi Shantellataya Kila Kalpavriksha Samsara Santapa Vinasha Chandra Krishna Sada Kladagaru Mamastu Krishna Sada Kladagaru Mamastu Hari Harihi Harihi Om Tats Jaya Guru Jaya Guru. We shall have 3 times chorus recitation of Omkara. Interlock your fingers, put them on your lap. Sit comfortably erect. Close your eyes, open the mouth and the heart and join me. But think mentally that the chorus sound should permeate the whole earth and shower its benedictory vibrations on all creatures. Do you want to recite all the verses that you have learned today? Would you like to? Aravindan, give me a list of the verses we have taught. Will I be able to remember them? Or is it here? It is not here. Can you display it on the board? Right from the beginning. Karpanya dosho bhagata svabhavaha. Karpanya dosho bhagata svabhavaha. Pritchami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha. Again, karpanya dosho bhagata svabhavaha. Pritchami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha. Yachreyasyaad nishchitam bruhi tanme. Shishyasteham Shadhimam tvam prapannam. Next. Ashocyan. Be ready beforehand. Next. No. I think it is verse number 11. Ashocyananvashojastvam. You are not loud. I am not happy. Ashocyananvashojastvam. Prajnavadamscha bhashase. Na chaiva na bhavishyamaha. Sarve vayamatah param. Go up. Dehinosmin yatha dehe. Kaumaram yauvanam jara. Tatha dehantara praptihi. Dhirastatra na muhyadi. Matra sparshastu kaunteya. Shitoshna sukha dukkhada. Agama payino nityaha. Tam sthidikshasva bharata. Next. Yam hi na vyathayantyete. Yam hi na vyathayantyete. Purusham purusharshava. Samadukha sukham dhiram. Somrtatvaya kalpade. Nasato vidyate bhavo. Na bhavo విద్యతే సతః. ఉభయోరపి దృష్టోంతః ఉభయోరపి దృష్టోంతః త్వనయోః తత్వదర్శిభిః అవినాశి తు తద్విద్ధి येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति. अंतवन्त इमे देहाः नित्यस्योक्ताः शरीरिणः अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत Now we have to go to Parthanayvehana Mutra, is it not? Do you remember, Aravindan, those promises? Partha, the verse number 640. 640. Then 931. Parthanayvehana Mutra विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते न हि कल्याणकृत् कश्चित् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति. Just wake him up. क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा शश्वच्छान्तिं निगच्छति. कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि न मे भक्तः प्रणश्यति. अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो माम् ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु. मामे वैष्यसि सत्यं ते प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज.
मामेकं शरणं व्रज
अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो
अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः.
We go to the other verse. Ishvara sarvabhutana. Ishvara sarvabhutanam.
ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां
हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति
हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति
भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि
भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि
यन्त्रारूढानि मायया
यन्त्रारूढानि मायया
तमेव शरणं गच्छ
तमेव शरणं गच्छ
सर्वभावेन भारत
सर्वभावेन भारत
तत्प्रसादात् परां शान्तिं
तत्प्रसादात् परां शान्तिं
स्थानं प्राप्स्यसि शाश्वतम्
स्थानं प्राप्स्यसि शाश्वतम्.
This is the last verse that Krishna said. Then he says, Iti te jnanamakhyadam guhyad guhyadaram maya. I have told you the truth which is more secret than the greatest secret. How many verses are there? Did anybody count? In the morning I taught two important verses, but most of you were not there. So I was feeling very sorry. What should be done, I don't know. So I will go through it in a little manner, not very. When somebody blames you, how should you approach and react to the blame? My dear man or my dear ex, you are blaming me because you like to blame. Whether you are blaming me is right or not, it is for me to find out. However, by blaming me, you seem to be very delightful. So if I am the cause of your getting delight, then should I not welcome this opportunity? It is a blessing I have got without any effort on my part. People earn a lot of money and wealth, and they spend it liberally on their own family members and the others, etc., only to see that they are contented and happy. But all of them will still murmur. This being the case, without spending any money whatsoever, here is one man who finds delight in blaming me. So it's a great fortune. Please blame me right in my front so that I can see you delightful, or at my back. In this world, it is very, very rare to find pleasantness and delight. In such a world which is not at all filled with delight, if somebody is able to find delight, oh, how good, how great. This is how our mind should think, transform even misfortune to fortune. Our mind will be enriched every time, provided you are able to think progressively, reformationally, and refinementally. I would like you to understand. Mannindaya yadi jano paridoshamedi.
Mannindaya yadi jano paritoshameti.
Mannindaya yadi jano paritoshamedi nanva prayatna sulabhoyam anugraho me na Nanva sulabhoyam
Nanva sulabhoyam
anugraho me
Anugraho me
Shreyorthino hi
Shreyorthino hi
Purushaha
Purushaha
Paratushti hedo
Paratushti heto
Paratushti hedo
Paratushti heto
Dukkharjitanyapi
Dukkharjitanyapi
Dhanani
Dhanani
Parityajanti.
Parityajanti.
உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சுதா நான் சொல்றது? Are you able to understand? Everyone earns hard-earned money he spends with a view to give delight to the others. How many people enjoying your wealth, including your family members, will they really say, we are very happy? I don't think anybody will say. If you have given 10 items, they will say 2 you have not given. At least 10 by 12 they should be delightful. This is the case. Whereas without spending any money whatsoever, here is a man who finds delight by blaming me. So if his blame is true, you should thank him, express your gratefulness. On examination you find his blame is correct, then you work upon it and correct yourself. If it is not so, simply throw it away. Who is the wrongdoer? He. And who should suffer? Why are you suffering? It is simply lack of confidence in you. It is not enough if you are good. You must be able to evaluate that you are good. Satata sulabhadainye
Satata sulabhadainye
Nissukhe jivaloke
Nissukhe jivaloke
Satata sulabhadainye
Satata sulabhadainye
Nissukhe jivaloke
Nissukhe jivaloke
Yadi mama parivadat
Yadi mama parivadat
Pridimapnoti kaschid
Pridimapnoti kaschit
Pridimapnoti kaschid
Pridimapnoti kaschit
Parivadatu yatheshtam
Parivadatu yadheshtam
Matsamaksham tirova
Matsamaksham tirova
Jagadihi bahu dukhe
Jagatihi bahu dukhe
Durlabhav priti yogaha
Durlabhav priti yogaha.
Here is a question. What is this? Jnana Jagadeva, na? Please stand up. I would like all people to see you. She has been a very studious listener. Whenever we have come here, I am familiar with her for decades, I think. My humble pranams, respected Swamiji. We have all felt so much joy listening to Poojya Swamiji, Nutun Swamiji and Maji. Is that joy connected to the term Satchidananda? Please explain the term. The word Satchidananda stands supreme in our culture. It is a combination of 3 words. The component words are Sat, Chit, Ananda. Not Ananta, Ananda. Sat means the reality that does not change. Chit means consciousness that makes itself known as well as the others. Ananda means blissfulness. It is not pleasure or joy. It is blissfulness. What is that blissfulness? I will explain to you. But I am a little doubtful. Even when I explain and you hear, you nod your head, you will not remember it. But I shall do my role. Sat Chit Ananda. Our I, the self, it is the only evidence of truth in the whole world. The truth and reality are changeless. In your experience, you tell me, what is changeless? I is the only changeless presence. Your body changes, mind changes, intelligence changes, ego changes, world changes. Where is the changeless presence, which remains uniform in the past, present and future? That is the definition of reality. When you started saying, at the age of 2, I am now running my 90th year. All these years I have been saying I. It has not changed. Sometimes I say I was happy, sometimes we will say I am unhappy. That means that I was happy. Later on, I became unhappy. That means I am capable of being happy and revealing happiness, and being unhappy and revealing unhappiness. So who am I, you tell me? Am I happiness? Am I unhappiness? What is that I different from both? That is called blissfulness. உங்களுக்கு புரியறதா இல்லையா? புரியலையா? You don't know English? Too deep, too simple. When you wore a white shirt yesterday, you are wearing a white shirt today. Yesterday you wore a blue shirt. In wearing a blue shirt and in wearing a white shirt, have you changed? The body changed. So I was experiencing happiness. The same I am experiencing unhappiness now. Tell me, what is this I which is capable of experiencing both? Suppose I had become happy, then do you think I will come away and become unhappy? புரியல உங்களுக்கு. See, a thing cannot change its original nature. The law of chemistry is that a thing cannot change its original nature. If you were, I was happy, and happiness is my nature, how dare you say I am unhappy? And if your nature is to be unhappy, how dare you say I am happy? So should you not say I am happy and unhappy? Why keep quiet? So I am somebody who experiences happiness, who also experiences unhappiness. So to be experiencing both, should I not be different from both? Huh? Is it deep or is it simple? Huh? I am walking forward, I can also walk backward. So the one who walks forward and backward, is he forward or is he backward, or is he different from both? Very simple. So this is the only changeless presence. Changeless presence. Now what is this I like? What is this I like? I will not allow you to get up from here without saying I know. You know, when I talk on Ashtavakra Samhita, in Thrissur I say, I will not allow you to go away from here without realizing the distinct nature of the self. In the whole world and in the whole of our life, we have only 3 states of awareness. One is sleep, another is wakefulness, the third is dream. Is it difficult to understand? Huh? Now you should come along with me. Don't put obstacles. Out of the 3 states, if you compare and contrast, sleep is the independent state. Dream arises from sleep, and wakefulness also gets born from sleep. So what is the original state? Independent. I slept. When I slept, did I have my body? Huh? Were you conscious of your body? Of the world? Of the mind? Of the intelligence? of the ego? So you are free from all these, yet you slept, nothing happened to you. You slept for 8 hours. 16 hours are the wakefulness. Half of it is sleep. Everyone does only either he is wakeful or he is asleep. We don't do anything else in this world. அதுவும் கஷ்டமாக புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு என்னப்பா சொல்கிறாய்? Is it difficult to understand? You can only sleep or be awake. And when you sleep, you say, I slept. What? When I am wakeful to my body and the world. But in sleep, do you say anything like that? The sleeping person, does he need anything? Does he want anything? The rich person sleeps, the poor person sleeps, the educated, the illiterate sleep, the amputated man also sleeps, man sleeps, woman sleeps, child sleeps, grown-up sleep. Everybody is sleeping alike and with nothing. The sleeper wants nothing, he is nothing and he is nowhere. The I alone is there. Do you understand what is the I now? Is the I wakeful? Is the I dreaming or is the I sleeping? Huh? In wakefulness you are connected to the world. Your senses are active. So besides you, the senses are there, mind is there, intelligence is there, ego is there, the world is there. You are not alone. You are mixed up. Dream also you are mixed up. Without any mixing, where do you experience the sleep? I. It is an intransitive verb. I sleep. Now everybody sleeps comfortably or miserably? Huh? Is it not very clear that comfortable nature is the nature of sleep, nature of I? And 8 hours you are sleeping. What else do you want me to say?
Swamiji, if you allow me to say something. Sound is it? Sorry, Swamiji, just to take up on your analogy, water, when you heat it, becomes steam. When you cool it, it becomes ice. But water is not steam and water is not ice. So similarly, I can be happy, I can be sad. But a happy I is not the same as a sad I.
Yes, it is the same.
I don't think so.
You cannot say that because you say I was happy. The same I is unhappy now.
Then the steam must be the same as ice because the bottom thing is water.
All the three are H2Os.
All the three are H2Os.
One is a liquid form, another is a gaseous form, another is the solid form.
But when steam hits you, it hurts you.
That is a different matter. Properties will differ.
No, but
no, the content of water alone is the content of ice, alone is the content of steam. One. Secondly, these examples are from the material physical world. They are not applicable to a metaphysical or a supra-material presence. There is no example. It is singular. So all the physical examples are only approximation, not appropriateness. This is another point. Now the point is in our experience. When you say the world, it is the world I am wakeful to. With my wakefulness, I have brought the world. The wakefulness, the wakeful world is delivered by sleep. It is born of sleep. It again goes back to sleep. A wakeful state between two sleeps. Tell me what is its content? What is its content? It is first sleep, last sleep. In between, what can it be? So it is the I in a certain display in dream and in another kind of display in wakefulness. Without the I, there cannot be wakefulness, there cannot be dream, there cannot be sleep also. So the I displays sleep, displays dream, displays wakefulness. And that I remains changeless, all the others change. So that experience which you already have, these are all forgot about it. But you have an experience of I in sleep, is there or not? Huh? You wake up and then say, I slept. Your sleep is not experienced by anybody else. You are the only proof. As you say, I am wakeful. As you say, I dreamt. So also you say, I slept. So what is blissfulness? It is I. Now to answer you, Jagadeva, now I have explained. If you now have not got the answer, I will explain it. Please explain Satchidananda, please explain the term. Is that joy connected to the term? Yes. Joy is only one. The entire creation is of matter. Is matter sentient? Or it is inert? How can the inert matter produce an experience? Your body is full of matter. The senses are matter. And this inert matter called the body cannot produce an experience. The experience comes from the mind, from the consciousness. So the joy also belongs to that and that alone. No object can be joyful. ஒத்துக்கிறீங்களா இல்லையா? யோசனை பண்ணி பாருங்க. Don't mortgage your intelligence and listen to me. Use your intelligence. Our body is full of matter. This matter, what can it do? When a man dies, instantly the cornea is taken and grafted to a blind man. That cornea sees there, but in the dead body it cannot see. So you tell me what makes it see? Huh? Even when light rays fall on the cornea, what happens? The eyes send electrical pulses to the brain, and the brain center expresses the experience, interprets it into knowledge. Our senses are a railway station. They only communicate some signals to brain, just like electronic gadgets do. It's a biological gadget, that's all. So is your question answered? There is only one source of joy. All joys are from there. Every joy somebody experiences. So joy comes from the experiencer, not from the experienced. Every perception belongs to the perceiver. The perceiving process is inner and not physical. The mind takes an imprint of an object, and that imprint is in itself, and the mind sees only that imprint. There are so many wives and so many parents and children are there. Let me tell you very clearly. Even your own body you don't see. You only cognize an imprint of your body taken by your mind in itself. Your husband you don't see. Your wife you don't see. Your children you don't see. Your car you don't see. The mind takes an imprint of these objects, and that imprint is mental and inner. Mind produces an imprint in itself. That mental imprint, can it be gross or object? Huh? Can the mental imprint be an object solid? No. Where are all experiences then? This cannot be understood by the eyes. It can only be understood by the intelligence. Now I want to teach all of you one important verse. Its vritta is a little long, so it will be a very good initiation for all of you. This is a prayer which says, "O Lord, may us spend our lifetimes in this manner." In which manner? The manner is described here. Evidada? Put it on. O lotus-eyed Lord, may our life be enriched by one. What? Be humble and be devotional. Let us keep our hands closed like this. But then, folded hands, enriched by folded hands in devotional mudra. This is a devotional mudra. Head bent low, touching the ground. Whenever you do prostration, actually, the standing person falls flat and the forehead touches the ground. Head bent low, body is filled with hair standing on their end. What? These are all devotional symptoms. The body filled with hairs standing on their end. Horripilation. Throat choked with emotion. Eyes trickling tears. Incessantly meditating upon your lotus feet and relishing the nectar arising therefrom. As much as possible, contemplating upon you, meditating upon you, upon your lotus feet, and instantly arises nectar from that meditation. And let us relish, cherish, experience, and exult in this ecstasy. Let our life be enriched in this manner. Do you like it? Huh? If you can chant this poem, I don't think there is anything like that. நான் சொல்லித்தரேன் சரியானதாம்மா கேட்டு வரதா I am trying to bombard your brain. My voice is not very good now. Baddhenanjalina loudly. See, you should hear your voice. Hear it. Natena shirasa. Natena shirasa. Gatraihi. Saromodgamaihi. Gatraihi. Saromodgamaihi. Have you got it? Anybody has any difficulty? Baddhena anjalina. Natena shirasa. Gatraihi. Saromodgamaihi. Saromodgamaihi. Kantena. Swaragadgadena. Swaragadgadena. Kantena. Swaragadgadena. Nayanena. Nayanena. Udirna. Udirna. ബാഷ്പാംബുനാ ബാഷ്പാംബുനാ കണ്ഠേന സ്വരഗദ്ഗദേന നയനേനോദീർണ നയനേനോദീർണ ബാഷ്പാംബുനാ What a wonderful description, Baba. You are very, very fortunate. This is how you have to spend your life. Baddhena anjalina nadena shirasa gatrai saromodgamai kanthena swaragadgadena nayanenodirna bashpambuna nityam tvacharanaaravinda tvacharanaaravinda tvacharana aravinda tvacharanaaravinda yugala yugala ധ്യാനാമൃത ധ്യാനാമൃത ആസ്വാദിനാം വെരി ഗുഡ് ഡ്രിൽ നിത്യം ത്വച്ചരണാരവിന്ദയുഗല ത്വച്ചരണാരവിന്ദയുഗല ധ്യാനാമൃതാസ്വാദിനാം നിത്യം ത്വച്ചരണാരവിന്ദയുഗള ധ്യാനാമൃതാസ്വാദിനാം അസ്മാകം സരസീരുഹാക്ഷ അസ്മാകം സരസീരുഹാക്ഷ സതതം സമ്പദ്യതാം ജീവിതം. Aravindan, what happened to him? He has gone. Aravindan? ചേർന്ന് എല്ലാവരും നന്നാ ചൊല്ലുവേല. See, but what a beautiful meter it is. You see, I am giving it to you as a bequest. Nobody can give you a bequest. Any bequest in the material form he is eating. Baddhena anjalina nadena shirasa gātrai saromodgamai kanthena swaragadgadena nayanenodirna bāshpambuna കണ്ഠേന സ്വരഗദ്ഗദേന നയനേനോദീർണ ബാഷ്പാംബുന Have you got it? Anybody not getting it? Nityam Tvacharana Yugala Tvacharana Yugala Dhyanamrita Swadinam Nityam Tvacharana Yugala Dhyanamrita Swadinam Nityam Tvacharana Yugala Dhyanamrita Swadinam Not full assembly. Tvacharana Yugala Dhyanamrita Swadinam Dhyanamrita Swadinam Asmakam Sarasiruhaksha Satatam Sampadyatam Jividam. Have you got the meaning, sense, etc.? See, you should loudly recite and listen to it. When you listen to it, you will know, are you pronouncing it rightly? This examination should be done. So to produce it, the mind is involved. To hear it, the mind is involved. Then to verify whether the pronunciation is correct, mind is involved. And if you can associate the meaning also with the recitation, you will be blissful. It is a fourfold concentration. உங்களுக்கு இது அர்த்தமாச்சோ? Do you feel it is true of you? No. What is it that we want? We want to live with the ecstasy of devotion. And devotion produces all these symptoms. Baddhena anjalina nadena shirasa gatrai saromodgamai Kanthena Swaragadgadena Kanthena Swaragadgadena Nayanenodirna Bashpambuna Varadilla illaya Nayanenodirna Bashpambuna Nayanenodirna Bashpambuna Nityam Tvacharana Yugala Dhyanamrita Swadinam Asmakam Sarasiruhaksha Satatam Sampadyatam Jividam. Our lives should be spent always like this. Our head should be low at the feet of the Lord, because Lord is present everywhere. Anywhere your head should be low. Our hand should be Gatraihi saromodgamahi. Roma means hair. So when the hairs are standing on the end, that means you are under acceleration. Then you will have voice choking. Kanthena swaragadgadena nayanenodirna bashpambuna. From the eyes, Tears will be trickling. Incessantly I want to meditate. We want to meditate on your lotus feet and rejoice, revel, enjoy the nectar arising from such meditation. You tell me. Tell me. Tell me. When you meditate and you enjoy bliss, does the bliss come from within you or from somewhere else? ஒன்று சொல்லுங்களே நீங்கள். You may be meditating upon a crow or the feet of the Lord. What is the act here? Meditation. Who does it? And if that meditation produces delight, where from is the delight coming? Can you make a mistake here? So for strengthening your devotion, you should run away or stop running and try in your own mind and heart. This is called inner resources development. All these are inner resources. Our mind has got infinite capacity to produce endless blissfulness. Your mind has. The elephant cannot do it. Rhinoceros cannot do it. The whale cannot do it. It can only be done by the human heart, human brain, human mind. நீங்கள் தனியே சொல்ல முடியுமா உங்களுக்கு? பத்தேன அஞ்சலினா நதேன சிரசா காத்ரை சரோமோத்கமை. बद्धेन अंजलिना नधेन शिरसा गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः. कंठेन स्वरगद्गदेन नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना. नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगलध्यानामृतास्वादिनाम्. अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्. Have you been able to get a good measure of it? Will you learn and become expert? Very good, 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 very good. See, after I came here, I generally walk for 15-20 minutes. Now, the ashramites do not allow me to go anywhere outside. So I am walking on our own second floor. We have got veranda and also corridor. About 150-60 steps I can make to and fro together. So I walk there. Suppose I go to Delhi, there also I walk, but I walk between 2-3 rooms. Previously I used to get up the stairs and come down. Now the doctor has said, don't get up. He allowed me to get down. Recently he told me, do not get down also. So I am not able to get up and get down. So I walk. Here also I wanted to walk. So I will walk from my room, go. If Swamiji's room is open, I will go there and come back, come to the lift and then go back like this. Then our Lakshmi Narayan suggested, let us go down. So I came down. And I found the whole place is walkable. Everywhere the floor is done. So when I was walking, our Namradaji came and stopped. Please don't go. It's watery, you will slip, come this way. With my chappal I have to remove it. No, no, you are God, come with the chappal. I could not help. When she went away, I started walking that way. So I go around 10 times. You know, I do it very pleasantly. I consider it to be a pradakshina around this shrine. This SIRD is a shrine. What is installed there? The whole background, the whole foreground, the whole purpose, everything is spiritual and divine. In a temple, we propose God to reside. Similarly, it is seekers and knowers who are present here. It is a very good shrine. I would like all of you who come here to circumambulate this building. It is good for you as an exercise, and it is an austerity, a physical and mental austerity. Now, as an austerity, it enriches you. It also becomes an austral contribution to this center. How do you take it? Will you do it? You do pradakshina in multiples of 3. Minimum 3. Next, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21, like that. Multiples of 3. So I thought I would tell you, and we will have a pradakshina today at the end. While doing pradakshina, if you can chant our rhyme, Om Namah Sada Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namah Sada Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namah Sada Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. One is Shiva is implied there, another is Lord Narayana. The word Shiva generally refers to what? The dweller in Himalayas with Parvati and all that. Actually, the word Shiva doesn't mean that. It means auspiciousness, blissfulness. Tamil சொல்லுவா சிவனேன இருப்பான்னு கேட்டிருக்கல நீங்க சிவனேன இரு சும்மா இரு சொல்லுவா சும்மா இருக்கலாக்கு சமாதி சிவனேன இரு சொன்னா சபத்த மாதிரி இருக்காதே சிவனா இருன்னு. This body is சபம். அது உசிரோடு இருக்கிற போது it becomes Shiva. The Shiva is an epithet of I, epithet of the self. அப்போ our real contemplation is the Shivamaya self. Om Namah Sada Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Chant this and go around. Minimum 3 times. Excess, I leave it to you. Every time you come here, make it a point and see how it works on you and also for the center. We have got only one capital to invest. What is that? Our heart and mind and the devotion that springs from there. Nobody can set a limit to your devotion. Nobody can set. In Bengal, there was a saint called Bama Kappa. Kind of a peculiar man. People will think that he is mad. One day there was some controversy they created with him, and finally there was a difference of opinion. Then he said, if what I say is right, let this idol burst into pieces. And the idol burst into pieces. Is it not, Ma? Can you imagine? If what they say is wrong and I say is right, let this idol burst into pieces. And it burst into pieces. You want the idols to represent God, is it not? God will have to destroy. He will have to construct also. So the mind, the devotion, that is the most important point. Always it is like that. So this is the austerity I want you to do. I am expecting our SIRD here to do something substantial from now on in the year that is and to come. before I come, January Nuthan Swamiji will come. We will come as usual, if at all, after a year. When we come here, you must have had clearly a plan of action for the society's upbuilding. Every time I hear about the plight and fate of the Hindu society here, I feel very much hurt. See, by food, shelter and clothing, you cannot improve the quality of life of a man so far as mind and intelligence are concerned. Education. The education is object-based and subject-based. Two kinds of education are there. Object-based education is called inferior knowledge, apara knowledge. Subject-based education, you understand the meaning subject-based? See, I do everything. The knowledge about everything is object. The I part of it. Within the body, mind, intelligence, ego and I. Knowledge about that. I was asked to give a talk when the Delhi School of Economics, School of Social work wanted to celebrate the Golden Jubilee. So I generally, whenever I go into the word, so I wanted to know what is the meaning of the word university. You know, to my surprise, I did not find any reference to the universe in the meaning. But they have used the word university. This must have come from what? Universe and noun form, university. No reference to universe at all. It's a place of knowledge. Knowledge of what? We have only knowledge of the universe. Everything is part of the universe. And this knowledge will become complete when it extends to the area from where the knowledge arises, where knowledge ends. Wakefulness arises from sleep. And wakefulness ends in? Why are you reluctant to say that? Is there anybody who has woken up except from sleep? Is there anybody who has woken up and not slept? So what do you understand? Should we not know? Sleep, the source of wakefulness. The source of wakefulness is sleep. It is the I that kept away from everything. Suddenly it produces wakefulness and brings a sense of plurality and multiplicity, as a result of which the body, mind, intelligence and ego, each one separate from the other and altogether separate from the rest of the objects, so that you can see them, hear them, interact with them, have all the activity and interaction. It is the I that does it. Suppose the entire world is there and there is no individual with an I to move about in this. Do you think the world would have been felt by anybody? Please understand the greatness. Everything is within the three states of ours. The mind, at the end of the day, wipes off the entire world. Next morning, it displays the entire world. Anybody has any questions?
Earlier when Swamiji mentioned about Pranam Swamiji. Earlier when Swamiji mentioned about doing the Pradyakshana around the SIRD, why multiples of 3, Swamiji? Why multiples of 3? Multiples of 3.
Multiples of 3. See, for everything there is a differentiation. Why are we having different colors and many colors? Will you appreciate the world if all the flowers on the earth will be only one color? Similarly, the numbers are divided into even and odd numbers. The 3 is a beautiful. A triangle has only 3 sides, and all the 3 lines touch one another, so much so it becomes very compact. And the minimum number of lines which can make an enclosure is triangle. Then you have quadrilateral, pentagon, etc. So that triangle, with 2 lines you cannot make an enclosure. You must have 3 lines. Similarly, we have 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears. But to coordinate all these things, we have a brain, a head, a heart. So between the even numbers and odd numbers are generally chosen for divine things. If you make steps, makes multiples of 3. If you go to Shabarimala, you will find the steps are 18. In the Pandavagiri temple on top, when you go to Shabarimala, it is 18 steps. What are the 18 steps representing? Panchabhutas, earth, water, etc. Then Pancha Tanmatras, sound, touch and the like. Pancha Indriyas, 5 senses, so 15. Then mind, intelligence and ego. It becomes 18. If you are able to cross the 18, then you reach the self. So in Shabarimala it is written there, Tattvamasi. After taking climbing all the 18 steps, when you go there, the temple tells you that, my dear devotee, you are that supreme reality. You are that supreme reality. Realize it in yourself as the I. Our culture is very great, Baba. Very great. Everything we do and everything we use, all are highly rational, scientific, biological, etc. Brahmacharis and sannyasins are supposed to eat 1 kadkai, haritagi, every day. Kadkai சொன்னா தெரியாதா? Mairabalam. Triphala, do you know? Triphala, the first fruit is kadkai. Generally it is purgative and there is seedless and also seedful. 1 kadkai should be taken by brahmacharis and sannyasins every day. It keeps them in good control. Everything. We have some herbs by the use of which you can have samadhi experience. There are some herbs. If you take a juice or grind it and put it on your head, next day you will not wake up. Nobody will, no problem. There are some sannyasins who will say, on that day I will go, and they go also.
What is the English word for kadika?
Huh?
English word for kadika?
English. Who is there? Dev? You go up and there is a box in which Triphala is written. You bring it there, the English name is there. On the table. She is going.
Swamiji, I think it's Haritaki.
Haritaki is a Sanskrit name.
But it is marketed even online. shyness.
In Hindi, they call it harad. Triphala is an Ayurvedic preparation, very basic, very good. Everybody can take it every day. It gives you motion. It also acts as a tonic. When sannyasins are received, they are given the dress of their color and also one haritaki. Ma, just see that and read it. Give the mouthpiece to Ma.
It is Haritaki, Haritaki Terminalia cebula is the biological name. Which language you want to know? Haritaki is Sanskrit. Harad in Hindi. English, huh? Oh, English ink nut.
Huh?
English is ink nut.
Ink nut.
You got it? Okay.
Ink nut. First time I am hearing. Unni, is there any point to be discussed? You have anything? See, we have already hit upon two programs. One is I Can. It's a program which has been tested, which has been found very effective for children in the age group of how much? 9 to 12. Then we have another program, 3 plus 3. They have also been tested and found very effective. These two programs should be spread and taken to more and more children. The I Can program makes them say, there is nothing that we cannot. I can, I will study, I will pass, I will get into a good job. See, all the diffidence is taken away, confidence is instilled. And they start saying, I can, not I can. That is one. Today, Sita Lakshmi showed us a few photographs. Do you have them? I am sorry, not photograph, drawing. After the program, the children were asked to draw something. For me, it is miraculous. How these children are drawing so very soon their concepts in the mind. Some have felt that I have become like the ocean, like the sky. I have become like the mountain after listening to the program. So I think these should be extensively pursued. Every one of you should take interest. Try to tell people who are interested in educating the children, particularly bring the backward people. Tell them, let the word go around, let people understand that we have such programs. SIRD should remain a source for education. I always say knowledge is the greatest persuasion in human life. Knowledge. You give the same measure of land to the educated people and to the non-educated people, you will find the educated people handle it much better than the others. You show it to them standing here.
For example, we'll ask them to draw something about them first. Because being, Pranam Swamiji, Ma, Jai Guru to all, being children in the age of 9 to 12, sometimes they would not be able to express themselves with words. Like asking them to feel how they feel the most, they'll say, I feel good, I feel happy. But these words like empowered, I'm inspired, I feel expanded and all that may not be able to articulate by them. So using drawing, they could actually express it beautifully. So what we do before we do this I Can project, we will ask them to draw them. Think about themselves and draw. Without any guidance, we'll make them to be very free and draw. So normally this is like one of the example drawn by a student. So like this. And after it's like a 10-week project. So after the 7th or 8th week, we will ask them to recall back how do they think about themselves, look into their inner resources, mind, intelligence, and everything. And then this is the kind of expression that we get out of them. So from a very individual idea, this is an expansion where they feel they have grown like a tree. They have all the potential to bear fruits and to give out to the society, because in that segments that we do, we also enable them to see their own expansions, that they are not an individual, but they are in the society, in the world, and the whole expansion is felt. Like this is one of the drawing.
These are your words, all the children's words. This is an expanded version of the mind. Do they say that?
No, they don't say it, but they feel because at the end of the drawing, we will ask them to explain. So why did you draw yourself like a tree instead of a person like this? Then they will explain.
They will explain.
They will explain. I feel like I'm a tall, big tree and I can give fruits to everybody. They may not be able to express that I feel expanded and I'm a part of the world. I am having a societal mindset. They will not be able.
What is this picture?
This is the one drawn at the beginning of the project. At the beginning. So this is about a kind of a boy. You see, I've done counseling and I've done this art therapy, so we have been given some training to read the drawing, so that's a bit helpful for me also. So this is the drawing of a boy. Krishmi, okay, is the student. Okay. So this is the expression and this is how they see the expanded like that. There's few more. Can I see this? This is before, and the after is like this, where they realize that I can actually read. The particular student felt that he or she, Anusha, okay, so she has felt that she's very poor in English and reading generally. So once she understood her own strength, like how Swamiji said, there's always, they are put into a platform, they can always say, I can. So this is how they started feeling, where she drew a book and she wrote, I can, and this flower means blossoming, where they feel like, I'm just going to blossom, expression of happiness and all sort of things. Okay, and just want to show another two more. Maybe this one, huh? Okay, this is the earlier drawing of a person where they are unable to complete. When we ask them to draw, unable to. Sometimes children have a problem of when you ask them to draw themselves, it's like, what to draw? You know, they can't connect much to themselves because the whole idea of identity building is just setting in at the age of 9, 10, and so on, right? So this is the beginning, could not complete. At the end of the session, they have come up with this. So this is the expression of the person, which is sky, open sky, and then the mountains, and then the ocean, and then there's a fish coming up. So they really didn't know this shloka that Swamiji will always sing, this Akashava Lepa, right? So this is like, they actually felt it when the inner resources is tapped. So like this, we have many drawings, and I think this. It's drawing by a 10-year-old boy. Could not be able to draw in the beginning, and then finally draw this. And we asked, what do you mean? Why did you draw this when we asked you to draw yourself? So the student replied that it feels like it has so much of things that I can do, and that is represented by this big vase, the inner content of them, and they can blossom like these flowers. I can give out, I can make people happy, I make myself. So this is how they express. And these drawings that we always tell them is not about how you draw. It's not about but drawing competition, how beautifully you draw, or anything like that. You want to, but it's what they draw is what matters. So these are the drawings, some of the students that we have attended. Thank you.
I am very happy that you are encouraging them and asking them to draw like this. Let them draw anything, but it conveys what they are feeling.
Yes, Swamiji. And that inspires us.
Unni, who will speak something about 3 plus 3?
You want to say something? A few words from Ramakrishna.
Pranam to Swamiji and Maji, Jai Guru, to all brothers and sisters. This program 3 plus 3 was developed by me and Uniji, taking into consideration all the teachings of Swamiji and Maji and Nutan Swamiji. As we all know, our Indian youths are struggling outside. You know, we have high violence, high gangsterism. They are struggling. So how can we help them? So we have developed a program that transforms their mind. That's actually, it's called 3 plus 3 Mind Transformation Program. That's the name of the program. So in the beginning of the program, we talk about our situation. We are struggling, the statistics. That is one part. And also, after introducing all the negative side, we also show, despite all the negativity and difficulties, there are Indian youths who are also succeeding. Like we have clips and pictures of women who became a 2-star general in our army. An Indian lady became an Air Force pilot. An Indian boy who got a Rhodes Scholar to do medicine in Oxford. Okay, and then Indian girls becoming badminton champion. Like that, we have clips. And we also have one Indian lady from Estate, was working in Bank Nagara. World Bank scouted for her, and she was working in World Bank. How is that, despite all these negativity failures, some people are succeeding? So that means we can succeed unless we have a winning mindset. So to succeed, we must have a winning mindset. So we are here to inculcate certain values that will give us, develop this winning mindset in us. All right, that is the introduction, Swamiji. And after that, we go about inculcating 3 values, basic values, and 3 practices to inculcate this value in us. All right, so I call upon Uniji to explain these values and the 3 practices to strengthen these values. Jai Guru.
Pranam Swamiji. Pranam. Good evening to all of you. You just heard, I'll go straight into that. 3 plus 3. Why 3 plus 3? Giving these numbers intrigues them. You know, what is this 3 and what is this 3? It's just like, opening gambit, no? The first 3 practices, first 3, one is, we have taken this all of this from Poojya Swamiji's teachings, and whenever we mention of Poojya Swamiji, we say he's one of the greatest mind scientists who are around. Swamiji's, all aspects of Swamiji's teaching, you will find that mind comes in there. So what is this first 3? The first one is accept and respond. The inability to accept creates tension, it weakens the mind. But when you can accept, then you can ask, how do I respond in the situation? Many of us are not able to accept things. Let's say if I get cancer. The mind makes me so turbulent, I don't know even what to do. People even want to commit suicide, things like that. But once you accept first, then you can calmly ask, what should I do now? So the first of the three is accept and then respond. The second one is, are you the type of person who looks at the world as half full or half empty? The same situation you can look as half full or half empty. But many of us don't train our mind to look at it as half full. The third one is, Swamiji has written a small book before, 5 Noble Truths. But one of the truths is that never blame others. The blaming tendency should not be there in us. If you have a blaming tendency, you weaken your mind. So these are constrictions, not for finding. So these 3 are the things that we impart. But if you go to any motivator, you will find that these 3. But the next 3 is what is most significant. We have taken wholesale from Poojya Swami's teachings. 3 lifelong practices. If you don't have those 3 lifelong practices, you will not be able to, develop the other 3. What are the lifelong practices? Every day, 30 minutes in silent sitting. Swamiji is one of the primary teachings to youth. Silent sitting every day for 30 minutes. First lifelong practice. Second lifelong practice is, I can summarize it in this way. Any input coming from persons, places and events should not overpower you. You should be able to overwhelm it. That means every nanosecond also, you are attentive to your mind's reaction to the world. So in brief, it is interactional sadhana. The second lifelong practice. And the third one is at least every week or a fortnight, the youth, we encourage them to have what we call satsanga. How are they progressing in developing this? So they must meet in some kind of group every week or if not every fortnight. Now, this in brief is a 3+3. The good news is that we tested it with a group of 22 students in Tanka, Johor. We got the help of the Subramania temple there. They're already having other programs. We did this over a 3-month period. First workshop, 9 to 12 on a Saturday, was to impart this knowledge. The second follow-up, how they were practicing. And I'll give a very specific example. There's one student who did not do well in history. She was blaming the history teacher. But once she had been exposed to this, she said, I will not blame anybody else, not the history teacher. I will take it upon myself to improve my history. And by the time we went for the third workshop, she said, my history marks have gone up. My history marks have gone up. So that was one good experience. Then we had in the boys' home, Sivananda boys' home, same program, very well received. And the Sivananda girls' home, which is in Kolakubaru. So these are actual evidence of how the program has been successful. So we want to roll out this program, and that's going to be what we are going to focus on in the coming months and so on. Thank you.
Now, the new center has got specifically an educational mission, especially with regard to school children. I would like these programs to be more and more understood, appreciated, discussed, debated upon, and then let it be launched in an extensive manner. Every one of you should find the time and devote for it. Are you not spending all the time for the families? Your family cannot exist alone. Your family is a unit in the societal segment, and segments together constitute the nation, and nations put together become the globe. Can you think of a country which has got no interactional trade and commerce? We must be able to produce a number of goods and exports. We should also import. Import is more generally in many countries than export. We must be able to export also. I always say in India, labor is still cheap compared to European and American countries. So we must be able to produce some very good articles, electronic goods, which when produced in India, the price will be lesser. Capture the market as soon as possible. The government should spend something like 50,000 crores of rupees. maybe 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 crores. Call a very good man and ask him to deliver it within 1 year or 2 years. I want India to manufacture some electronic goods and then capture the whole market, because our price will be cheaper compared to the labor costs in other countries. People must have ideas. I think Singapore in all these matters has done well. They don't have any manufacture, they only trade, I believe, no? The minister of Singapore gets a salary on a par with the corporate head. Their idea is to draw from the corporate field some ministers. And these people should not leave for corporate world. So that is a very good principle. I always say teachers are not paid sufficiently well. You know, we don't have good teachers. Why? Who will be teaching best? Those students who love knowledge and who are intelligent, they should be the teachers to impart knowledge. But the first grade students, the corporate world simply robs them by giving them too much money. And government and private teachers are not paid so much. So most of the intelligent people are going away. We don't get the best of teachers. So government should reconsider the matter, and they should understand that our children who are now young, they are going to be the citizens of the country and the world. And their growth and their enrichment and evolution are what make the country better, higher and greater. So they are delivered in homes, but their minds and intellects are shaped in schools and colleges. It is the teachers who do so. So we must get good teachers who feel happy in teaching and who have nothing to say against, grumble against the salary they get. Maybe we have to double the salary immediately. The ideal situation will be give them 3 times what they are getting now. If you want to have good citizens, you have to do it. Otherwise the citizenly level will simply decline. When I say this, the present school teachers should not feel bad. It's a fact that the best students go to the corporate world. I have a boy associated with us, their family as a whole. His name is Rishikesh. He is studying in XLRI. So he worked three years in Ernst and Young. He wrote to me an article when he was studying in the high school classes. After reading the article, I had an idea of the boy. This boy started losing weight, working. And Bombay doctors, I don't know how, they were not able to do anything. They have a lot of closeness with us, the family, the mother particularly, father also. So, they decided to send the boy to the ashram. We said, okay, send him. Then when he came, we sent him for examination by a doctor in Elite Hospital in Thrissur. You know, the doctor found out that he was suffering from TB, which Bombay people could not find. He was treated and he started gaining weight very good. So he has got admission in XLRI, a very, very celebrated institute, Jamshedpur. So he tells us about many of the things taking place there. One program which XLRI has, I don't know whether you have heard. He and his friend, he has in the classmate junior students, they were training the seniors for appearing for an interview. Have you heard? Junior students were training because of their experience. This boy has 3 years of experience, another boy also. So experience-wise, they are very mature. So you train the senior students for getting a certain election or something like that for their interim period. And the students did well and they got the selection. What to say about these innovative methods? They are presenting only case studies. Every student has to say, how will you resolve this problem? How will you resolve this problem? And he has to stand up, bring notes if necessary and speak. There is no teaching. It is learning without teaching. And they are teaching very hard also. They will say, we give you a problem, we will not allow you to sleep. Each boy is able to sleep only 4 hours, 3 hours. Sunday they will sleep more. Always on their toes. Do you know, at the end of the year, and when they come out, everyone is selected. Campus interview. I think in India, I have not counted, but sometimes when people speak to me, I mentally calculate. At least 5,000 good students are getting admission. Minimum 5,000. In the most premier institutions. So, if India can produce 5,000 MBAs every year, this means that students are available and their parents are resourceful enough to send them. So, I will rank India as a very great country. Is 5,000 a small number? Huh? Every year. 5,000. That is the minimum. And in the second level, you will find another 10,000 or another 6,000 or 7,000. This is how you calculate. What a wonderful. Now what I am going to add is, I always write to him, my dear Rishikesh, you are such a good boy, you are also spiritual. I don't want you to be written off to the corporate world. I don't want him to go to the corporate world to make money. There must be some other pursuit for him. Such a good boy. See, many people are intelligent, but they are given to doubtful ways. But this boy is very spiritual, he is very charactered. Everything is good about him. He was going for the interview talk. I will also tell him something about facing the interview. We have one Rajesh who had attended our experiential Vedanta session and written a letter. I think it is with you. Is it not, Punni? Rajesh Nair. He and his wife used to come here. So he also advises him. There was a girl in Delhi. She is a very intelligent girl. She will also sing very well. Sanskrit knows well. There was a special course in Oxford. She applied for it. While applying, she was in touch with us. We helped her to present the article properly and all that. I also did some work, a few hours for her. Finally, she applied, but she did not get the selection. This girl did not leave the subject. For some months, she never spoke to me. You know what she did? She asked them, why did you reject my application? And the professor wrote back saying that, we are not able to give you the course you asked for. We don't have the resource for it. Then what shall I do? The right place you should apply for is in Germany. Ma, what is the name of that university? Huh? Heidelberg. It is a very good university, they say. They will have the resources to teach you. You don't have anybody to teach you. She applied and got the admission. There, because of her song, she had appeared for international song Sanskrit recitation. So there also the Indian embassy called them to give a performance, the college also. She first of all went there and the professor hosted her. before getting her own admission in university hostel or something like that. So whenever anybody comes like that, I always take interest, help, tell them what should be done. One day she rang me up and said something about our cultural depictions, etc. I said, this is the line of thinking, you take it up and try to see. Educate them. I don't know whether you like all these. When I say all these things, do you like it? Yes. We are very much in favor of children. Your children, if we come to know, we will be loving them more than you do. You only look at them, buy dress for them and give food. You cannot do anything more because you don't know. But we will inspire them, give them knowledge, value, inspiration. Yesterday and today I have completed a letter that you say. Arjun is a boy who was not doing well. So his father used to come and tell me, Arjun is never studying. He doesn't want to study. He doesn't want to study. Somehow or other I liked that boy. I said, I will not scold you, but I will embrace you and make you learn. Whenever he comes to me, I embrace him, put him on my lap. Grown-up boy. I embrace him, put him on my lap and fondle him. So
Intelligent actually. Intelligent in the sense that in Bhagavata Satram, this Bhagavad Gita competitions were there. So he has learned Bhagavad Gita, many chapters, from beginning to end and end to beginning. He can chant. And if you ask any of the, this sloka, he will say. Another sloka, say 20th sloka of second chapter. He'll immediately say. So another chapter also. So all this he knows. It's very difficult. Also there was a competition when two boys, one they're all standing face to face and one is chanting, two chapters are taken which have same number of slokas. Say 15th chapter and 12th I think. So one is chanting 15th, another 12th. And they are shoutingly chanting. When shoutingly you chant, the other person, whatever slokas he is chanting, is coming to your ear, so there is a lot of scope to forget your lines. But very beautifully they chanted and stopped at the same time. So how much synchronization had. So all this is very, very good.
Sometimes we ask two children to chant from top to bottom, another boy from bottom to top. The same chapter. They will shout. But their attention should not be distracted. That is the test.
So that boy, he doesn't study for his school classes. He was in 9th. Then also the father and mother, they are from the village actually. My father is not very well off, but he has a lot of devotion for Swamiji. He would bring the child and say, Swamiji, please tell him to study. So Swamiji will take him on the lap and pat him and do, all those Swamiji will do, but will you study? Yes, but he doesn't. He doesn't get marks. So then,
his father is a good man. He was a photographer running a studio. Finally, it did not work. I think the studio was not his. Then I felt, he used to tell me, so I felt, somehow I introduced him to somebody who supply water. Finally, he got a truck and he started supplying water and making some money. So this boy, what you want me to say? And he will come, he doesn't study. Then Rajesh's wife started taking mathematics for him. She can teach. So everything, finally what we hear now is, he has scored more than 80, more than 80% he has scored. Now, where has he to be admitted? He was saying that India has announced a military recruitment. I will go for that, that is one. If you want to go, it's good, go. Finally, what we hear is he has joined a hotel management course. Very good one. It's a little costly, but the father said, somehow I will make it. We are prepared to help him if necessary. Some help also will be given financially. But he will get money from the bank because it is a prestigious graduation course. Whenever children come, one Christian child was brought to me by the father and the mother. He will never be studying. He is very intelligent. I spent 2 hours with him, talking to him. A very good boy. He says that all these are of no use. I don't find any interest in them. Intelligent boy saying, I think after that, my spending 2 hours with him, the boy had a different nature. Today I have replied, a mother is practically crying saying that my sons are not interested in anything. In school they managed, one son is not able to manage well in college, but he wants to be prosperous, well employed, etc. I cannot be here. When I started thinking of my life, I never thought of marriage and children. I only thought of having a good career. I cannot live. The father is supporting them. He says, you go. I will look after the kids. What shall I say? So I started writing. I have written about 3 or 4 pages a letter. One important part of the communication is for the children. I have actually finished. Whatever I planned or wanted, it has been done.